Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Eva from Bohemian Crafting, and today I'm coming to share with you how you can tea dyed or coffee dyed inkjet print. All these images I have printed yesterday, fussy cut out yesterday, and today I've been coffee dye them, and they took quite amazing spots. I'm gonna show you like this lady. This is original look of that picture, and look at that spot, those edges, and this was original color of that image. Same is with this lady. She had those pinkish cheeks, but that rest, my coffee made that those spots and those tones. And I do have inkjet printer, which I did use. Maybe I will find some other. And all these images are images for my new pop-up design, which I will share today as well. Ooh, your umbrella, man, your umbrella. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? So I'm going to share with you today how you can tea dye or coffee dye images which were printed on inkjet printer. I do have Epson inkjet printer, and I do use genuine Epson cartridges. Maybe that's the thing, I'm not sure, but my images are not getting dissolved. Is it that right word? Like they do spread. They do. I will probably have to Google the right word when after dipping into tea or coffee, inkjet print, it's getting kind of like spread all over of the page, and you can't see anymore the images. Well, here you can see how beautiful they are after printing. So what I do have here again, inkjet print on 200 GSM paper. As I said, I'm using Epson printer with Epson cartridges. I'm gonna fussy cut out my images because I wanna have again those beautiful edges and those splatters. And what I have noticed, where is it? Oh, here, I can show you also here. This was also printed before coffee dyeing at the same time like these images. I will try here, like here. And they were coffee dyed in the same time, printed in the same time. So here are images which I did fussy cut out first. I think I'm gonna take white background. I did fussy cut them, print them, and fussy cut them first. Then I dipped them in the coffee. And I used instant coffee, and the temperature of that coffee spa was quite very nice for my hand. Not too hot, just exactly how I can, you know, touch those images, just slightly warm. And this is how it is when you print it and then dip full sheet. As you can see, it got beautifully coffee dyed, but it doesn't have those awesome edges and those splatters. I was quite surprised when I saw that. Look at this. This is amazing. I love it. So I'm gonna try it today again. Or actually, I mean with these images, which I do have here. And I will show you what I'm doing. So first, as I said, this is print, inkjet print on 200 GSM paper. I'm gonna fussy cut out all these images. Do have finally everything fussy cut out, so I'm gonna move myself with all these and also with those offcuts to kitchen, and I'm gonna coffee dye them. I am in our kitchen, and I do have here prepared a baking plate with this parchment paper on it. Here is coffee, and here I do have my fussy cutted images and offcuts. I'm gonna put offcuts on the side because these are mostly white papers and there is nothing interesting what I can show how to tea-dyed white papers, but these printed on inkjet printer. If you are not sure, you can put your printed images for a few minutes to the oven to heat it up and to kind of like baked in those images that will stable your ink. And what I have noticed that the Epson ink, I just dip it in that coffee and place it on my plate. Just very quick dipping, nothing too long. Just this way. Dip it in the coffee and place it on that baking paper. And because this will a little bit wrinkle all my images, I am also using, after drying and kind of like baking my images, I am using iron, or actually I'm using hair iron, hair straightener, to flood those images. But this way, as you can see, I'm placing them here on my plate, and here and there I'm leaving there also dip of coffee. And then drying depends on you know, on the weight of the papers. I do have preheat oven on 140 Celsius, and I do need to watch those images, how they doing. It's, you know, you need to try it, how fast your papers will dry. But this way I'm gonna coffee dye all of them. I think this first row can be like this. And it's 5 minutes, I think. I'm gonna have a look. Five minutes later, they are all nice and dry, and they do have amazing spots and textures. Look at that. The number 3 is beautiful. Look at this. So this way I am coffee dyeing. Here the coffee made bigger, kind of like splatter over the image. But as you can see, when I do bake images quite fast way, after dipping in the coffee, the images are nice and crisp. Then once I do have my images coffee dyed or tea dyed and dried in the oven, baked in the oven, as they are this way crinkly, all the way waving and not flat, I'm using either iron or this straightener for hair, and I am simply flattening those images. If there is some leftover of the water in it, it will also dry the images. And with this, I do have really beautiful base for my layout, in this case for pop-ups. And here you can see how beautiful these tea dyed or coffee dyed images can be in some inserts for your journals. This is pop-up, which I will be sharing really soon. I'm working on a video now. I do have all things, all digital kit done. It will be on my Etsy very soon. Here you can see the coffee dyed effect on that envelope, and I really like it. It makes like it was their sticker over it, and I really like that coffee effect on this circle with that bee. Everything that brown, it's actually from that coffee dyeing. So all these beautiful effects on these images, look at her, they are from that coffee dyeing. I need to add some stamps here. And I really love how it all turns out. Look at these. So try it and let me know if that works for you as well. It can be done on colorful images as well. Just remember, maybe a little bit bake it before you will dip it in your coffee or tea. Do not leave it in your coffee or tea for a long time. This is all that coffee. For a long time, and then dry it immediately. Maybe if you are living in some state where it's really hot weather, maybe you don't have to even bake it. You can place it on the sun and maybe it will work as well. But for me works this drying in the oven, and it does make amazing splatters. And the images, as you can see, they are all nice and clean without disappearing that print. It's really beautiful. Look at this. That's all my sharing for today. Thank you very much for stopping by today and sharing your time with me. I hope this will be helpful, especially for new beginners who just searching for some advices. And I hope I will see you in my next video. I know I'm not here often lately. I kind of need to sort out my health and my own life, so I'm trying to get to my craft as much as I can, but probably this year it will be a little bit slower, and I hope I will get back on track with my health as soon as possible. Nothing wrong, nothing too like fatal, but I just need to move a little bit faster, as I was struggling last year with that movement, so now it gives me quite a hard time to get back on track. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you do have any question, leave me a comment. I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. If you like this video and you think that this video will help to your friend who is crafting, or somebody maybe from family who is crafting and who likes vintage style, and you think that they will appreciate this advice, share that video with them. I will appreciate that too. Have a beautiful day. Take care of yourself, and I will come back soon. Bye.